Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel where we try to seek the good. I hope all of you are having a nice day today. If you're a bit new with us, then allow me to give you a brief overview of what we are about. Basically, this is a community-based channel where we try to share the good things that happen in our days, both the big things and little things, and then we discuss it amongst ourselves to show that good things happen all around us. So if you have something good that has happened in your day, please feel free to share it down in the comments below. And if you are not okay with that, if you're not comfortable with that, then that's okay. I hope you can at least watch these videos and then take something positive away to make your day just a little bit better. With all that being said, let's go ahead and get started with today's video. All right, so I got three things to talk about, plus the compliment segment that I started up in the previous video today. The first thing I got to talk about is another clinic schedule change. And this is actually kind of a continuation from yesterday when my doctor was sick. So the clinic we had scheduled got canceled. And that resulted in a free day off I had. But it kind of sort of continued on today. I didn't get a day off this time around. I did get to actually work. But it was still kind of hard to prepare for today because there was another change and it resulted in me getting to go home earlier today than I thought I was going to. Still a full work day and doesn't sound like there were any emergencies, so that's what makes this a good thing. More details in a little bit. After that, more towards the end of the day, my wife and I got home from the routine walk that we are trying to set up. And before we washed our dog Domino, we got started on a dinner that we saw on TikTok that was a breakfast casserole. So we tried our hand on at that and it was really good. I'll tell you guys a bit more of what it was, what the recipe called for and how it tasted in just a little bit. Finally, the last good thing that happened today actually did not happen for me. It happened for my sister-in-law because she had her interview for that job today. And we have high hopes for her, sending good vibes out. Good luck to her, whatever you want to do. It's good news that she got the interview, and I'm hoping for even better news later on that she gets the job. So fingers are crossed, and I'll talk more about those details in a little bit. Finally, we got the compliments segment to wrap things up. I got to talk with a woman and her husband today, so kind of the first duo we have to this list. The woman had a nice coat, the husband had a nice blue hat. I'll tell you why they kind of made my day here in just a moment. So with that summary out of the way, let's go ahead and get started with today's video. All right. So I wasn't really expecting a clinic surprise yesterday, a scheduling surprise, but it did happen and I did enjoy what I got out of it. I wasn't really expecting there to be another scheduling change when I went into clinic today because I went in, I got scribed for my doctor for about half a day, and then I was scheduled to scribe for a different doctor for the second half of the day. This being because my doctor only had half a clinic today, so I was going to be needed elsewhere after I was finished up with him. And once I finished up with him, I went over to the other doctor's area to go ahead and start prepping up. I wasn't really expecting much to begin with anyways because I could tell that his schedule was kind of shorter and smaller than usual. So I knew that there was the possibility I'd get to go home earlier than I do anyways. This is the same doctor that when I work with him, we often finish about an hour over when we're supposed to end. So I was expecting to go home at like 5 or 5:30 today. And that didn't happen because for some reason his entire clinic day was canceled just in the middle of the day. Not too sure what happened, but whenever I talked to his nurse about it, she didn't seem alarmed. She didn't tell me of any emergencies happening. So I assumed that nothing bad was going on. I don't know that for sure, but basically I got to go home a bit earlier today than I was expecting. Still had to work a full clinic day. I just got shifted around to other places to help out there. And still had to run around a lot, and I still got a lot to look forward to tomorrow work-wise, but it was nice knowing that I got to go home a bit earlier than expected, and that kind of surprise, like subverted my expectations a bit. So I was happy with that, and that was my good thing. Um, but moving on from that, something that is just a nice little surprise, nice little thing to make my day better. Where we'll move on to something that always seems to make people's days better, and that's food, of course. So going over to dinner time, my wife and I had just completed our walk with Domino. Um, And we got back here, and she had found a recipe on TikTok, which is where we find most of our new recipes nowadays, for a breakfast casserole, which was basically sausage, hash browns, eggs, cheese, spices, bake it in the oven for about an hour, and voila, you got breakfast casserole. And she did her own set of spices. We didn't have sausage here, so we used chorizo and bacon for it. Good idea, I gotta say. We used the cast iron skillet for it, so it was good using that again. Plus, it kind of seasoned the cast iron skillet a bit more, so excited to try that out some more in the future. And all in all, when we came downstairs and got to try it out, it was very good. We even ended up cutting up some avocados for it and putting some sriracha on it. I have had a whole bunch of it, and there's still a whole lot left. And I'm not going to lie, I want to eat a whole lot more, but that's what leftovers are for. So we're going to have some pretty good leftovers for tomorrow. In fact, we have a determ. We shared a picture with my in-laws, and my father-in-law suggested that it would make a good taco, which we have flour tortillas. So we're going to make it into a sort of a leftover breakfast taco situation tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to that as well. Pretty good way to end the note on, and or pretty good way to end the day on. That's what I meant to say. Sorry about that. And yeah, that was another good thing that happened to me today. Carrying on from that, we had my sister-in-law with her interview at the art museum today. I already feel super confident that this job is a good one for her, and know that she can do real well with it if she gets the chance. And she's getting a chance to prove herself with the interview, because interviews, who that's always a great opportunity to show them what you're really about, who you are. And I'm confident that she nailed it. I'm confident she's going to get a job offer with it. And I'm just really happy for her. I'm really excited for her, really proud of her. And hopefully she gets the job. I haven't been able to talk to her today, so I don't know what her thoughts about it are. But I'm feeling pretty confident of her, and that's why I'm including it as a good thing, because uh, interviews are good opportunities, and it's not really the same as like getting a job offer or not getting the job, because that comes later on, and we're focused on the good things today. And to do that interview and getting through it was a good thing for her, so really proud of her. I have nothing but confidence in her that she's going to get that job offer. So yeah. All right. So moving on from that, we finally have the compliment segment for today's video. And if you are a bit unaware of what the compliment segment is, basically each day I work in the clinic, I try to find something to compliment someone about when I work with them. And by compliment, I basically look for something that stands out in their outfit, something that really makes them show the personality a bit. Doesn't have to actually look good or anything like that, just something that helps them to stand out in a crowd. And go ahead and give them a little compliment, because they put some effort into thinking about it, and you might as well recognize that effort. Plus, it makes their days a little bit better, and if you can't tell with the channel, that's kind of what I'm all about. So, with today's compliments, I have one woman and her husband to really talk about. And I think that's kind of the first duo I've talked about on this channel. I've talked about plenty of people, and I've talked about multiple people at times on a single video, but not really two people together. This was a woman and her husband. She had a pretty nice black coat with gold buttons and a gold zipper, and the husband had a nice blue hat for one of the counties around here, one of the schools. And again, it doesn't have to be anything that really stands out or anything like that, but it shows the personality that they had, and it was a pretty good way to like break the ice for the conversation, because they were not going to lie, they were a bit hesitant with me working with them at first. I was pulling them back for a nurse practitioner. They were expecting to see the doctor, and if you know anything about people having that expectation and getting the nurse practitioner instead, that's not something they're usually happy about. But I was able to reassure them. I gave them the compliments, and they cheered right up when I did that. They opened up to me. We had a good conversation after that. They were a whole lot of fun. The bad the bad mood that they seemed to have come in and received whenever they realized they weren't going to be seeing a doctor actually kind of disappeared once I made that compliment. So I like to think it kind of made their day a little bit better. If not, it kind of made the experience at the clinic a little bit better and helped to get a plan set up for them in order to get them feeling better. So compliment was successful today, and that's why I give them out, right? And with all that being said, that does it for today's video. So if you had something good happen to you today, please feel free to share down in the comments below. I'm sure that myself and anyone that comes across these videos would love to take a look at and see the good things that happen elsewhere. Also, if you enjoyed the video or any other content on the channel, please be sure to like and subscribe in order to keep up with new videos in the future and keep up with all the good things that are happening. Thank you all so much for watching, and this has been Seeking the Good. Goodbye.